Hey friends, it's me, Maria Peterson. Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are doing well. I don't know about you, if you're watching this video when it comes out, we just had Christmas 2024 in my house and it is a mess. And so I'm focusing my energies on getting my downstairs cleaned up today. So I won't have any brand new content coming out for you on this day, but I have put together a couple of my favorite, most motivating videos to help you get through whatever tasks that you are wanting to do, or if you just really like sitting and hanging out with me, you'll have like ample Rhea time. But I've got cleaning for you, some organization. I'm excited to share it with you to help you be motivated. Just so you know, I'm gonna be cleaning right there with you, quite literally. We are starting the Christmas takedown and it is a beast this year. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you just found me, I'm so glad that you did. If you're not already, consider subscribing to the channel. Continue to hang out. I would love to hang out with you coming into 2025. I am very excited for this new year and our focus is all on positive vibes for 2025. And I hope that that is something that you are able to have. But let's get cleaning, let's get going. I'm sending you all the energy and motivation I can. Let's get started. It's me, Maria Peterson. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. Today we are hitting areas in the whole house. I have two big areas that I need to deep clean. One is my stove, which I have not properly cleaned in a while. And then the other is our bathtub upstairs. I tried to be the cool mom. I said, yeah, use the big bathtub. Have fun. Here's the bath crayons. Go crazy. I'm gonna fold the laundry, keep an eye on you. We're gonna have fun. Fun was had, and now I need to clean my bathtub because it's just completely covered in bath crayons. So we're gonna start there and then make our way back downstairs. I've got a little grocery haul to show you. I wanna get dinner going in the crock pot. So we just have a lot to do today. But as always, I wanna kinda try and do it quick so that I have some downtime to reset. If you are new here, I am so glad that you found me. I am so happy that you're all here to hang out. If you're not already, consider subscribing to the channel. Continue to hang out with me. I hope that you are doing well. We are gearing up for all of the holiday decorations soon, and I'm so excited. I might be a November 1st person now. I am already picturing my Christmas tree and all of the wonderful things that go up. I don't think I've ever been this excited for Christmas decorations. She says as she's holding her Halloween cup, which I do love. Look at it. Oh, she's cute. There's a ghost hiding in this pumpkin's eye. He's like, what's up? So that was a random tangent, but if you like Christmas decor, stay tuned because come like first weekend or second weekend in November, I am going to share with you all of the holiday cheer that I've already done to my house. I'm so excited. But before we can do that, we need to clean my house. We need to get through Halloween and enjoy that before I can put the Christmas decorations out. But it's happening. So let's do that. I hope you're doing well. Let's hang out. Let's get things done. Let me know down in the comments what you have going on. Let me know if you like to decorate in November. I'm so excited. Okay, Harley says it's time to start. So let's get started. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is get a bucket and fill it with hot water and get the Dawn Power Wash and a scrub brush. I'm probably gonna start with just a regular hand scrubber on the worst spots like here, and then I'll probably go over all of it either with like a Scrub Mommy sponge. Actually, Yeah, the sponge, and then I might get my electric scrubber as well. We're gonna see how quickly this comes off. It was able to wipe off in the bath, but it was just, there was so much, and there's still so much residue from even the spots where we could wipe it off that I think it just needs some good old Dawn dish soap and some elbow grease. So, needless to say, this is all we're cleaning in the bathroom. Everything else is fine. Look at those counters. They're great. And we're just gonna ignore the forehead print that I accidentally got on the glass. Okay, let's clean this. Oh. I get why you left. Small-minded people sure know how to drink. I came to the party, I laughed at the jokes you made. I wish that I hadn't, 'cause now the joke's on me. I didn't come here just so I could watch you make a mess. I didn't come here to have me cry in my favorite dress. So what were you thinking then when you kissed your lips? We'll do the sides first and then the floor. Oh, my feet are gonna be gross. I'm gonna get a towel to stand on. Okay, the Dawn Power Wash is already making such a difference. I should have just done this right when it was in a terrible shape, but I didn't because it was overwhelming, and so I put it off. And that's okay. Sometimes that's what happens. And you just keep moving on. Let me show you. I see a lot of ink here. This seems a lot more loose and ready to come off. So that is a good sign. I think this won't take as long as I thought maybe it would. So I got the towel there to stand on because the floor is really gross still, and I don't want my feet to turn colors. So let's scrub all of this and see how bad it is still, because there's still a chance that this is really complicated. I'm gonna start with this guy. I just got the hot water here, and pray to everything. Oh, it was easy. Oh, it's fine. This won't take long. And that's just how it goes. Oh my gosh, Rhea. Well, this actually came off really easily with the Dawn Power Wash. I didn't need to use the big scrubber at all. This sponge did the trick and it all went really quickly. It was still like tedious. There was a lot of crayon all over the bathtub and the kids had lots of fun. I will still do bath crayons for them and stuff. Those ones were just like done anyway, so it was nice to be able to just throw them away. But next time I will just need to be a little bit more on top of things with checking to see what it is they're drawing on the bathtub. I could see them and check on them and they were fine. I just wasn't really looking at like the carnage of the crayons, but oh well, live and learn. It worked out in the end. And I honestly, like I said, just put off cleaning this because it was just overwhelming, and clearly it did not take super long, but that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. I also found like a little sticker earring. Alice got earrings for her birthday, but just the sticker kinds, and I'm finding them everywhere. She loves them, so I'm not gonna like get rid of them, but I do find them just everywhere. Laundry, bathtub, couch, everywhere. But we've got all of the crayon scrubbed off. Now I just need to get everything rinsed. It's times like this where I really wish we had a handheld faucet with the bathtub, but oh well, this bucket worked out great. This was one that we got at IKEA. Connor loves having a useful bucket, and that was what I was using, was Connor's useful bucket, and it was very useful. But I'm gonna just keep getting the bathtub cleaned. We did a lot on this day. I just kind of got started and knocked out a lot of stuff that needed to be done, which felt really, really good. But we still have the groceries. I want to show you my grocery haul, get things restocked. There's the stove that needs to be deep cleaned as well. So lots to do. We're going to tackle tons of stuff, and I am here to help motivate you, but we need to finish this first. There's a couple more things I want to do here in the bathroom, and I also break the lid to my Epsom salt, so it takes a little longer because I have to clean that up too. So I dropped the lid for my Epsom salts. That's unfortunate. I do think I have another lid though. But now we gotta clean this up.
I've seen those faces, I've heard all the lies, but you ain't gazing on someone in denial. 'Cause you want dollar bills right now, but you gotta work real hard.
Well, I wasn't just going to sweep it and be done. Just to be safe, I am going to run the vacuum just to make sure there isn't any extra little bits of glass on the floor. That thing was big, and these are tile floors, so that thing shattered hardcore. But I'm gonna get everything vacuumed up. I wanna put the bathtub back together. I wanna put out a little basket with like soaps and a washcloth and stuff. I've been using the bathtub a little bit more often to relax, so I did get some bath bombs to use as well with that. So I just wanted to put like a nice basket to go with it all, and then I am gonna wipe down the glass just because the forehead print, I could see it and it was bothering me, and I was up there, so I might as well do it. But I found another lid. We're gonna get this put back together. We're gonna head downstairs and get the rest of our stuff done. I wanna show you my grocery haul, get stuff cleaned up for that, and we have to tackle the stove because it's just disgusting.
And don't let your eyes off the prize. I know you want it to be easy, so let your guard down. And I said, see it in your mind, trust that, have what it takes inside, 'cause you can make it too. If not, says who? Yeah, you can make it too. If not, says who?
Actually done this time.
You can make it. And I said, see it in your mind.
Okay, so it's a relatively small haul. I have been trying to shop my freezer and make all of my recipes just from stuff we mostly already have. So a lot of our restock is the fresh produce, and then just a couple of other things to supplement. First off though, I did have to get a fruit fly trap. They are fierce this year, so I'm gonna try this, see if it helps. We have the Zevo things, but it's just not enough for these. So we're gonna try to trap the flies. And then I did restock on some of my breakfast items. I've been still motivated to eat these, which is good. I have a hard time with breakfast and everything. So I've been really liking these Kodiak cups. They are delicious. The maple and brown sugar and the chocolate chip ones are the only ones I can find in my store. I don't know if they have any other flavors, but it's got, you can't see, it's got 14 grams of protein, which is huge. It's so good. The macros on these are really good, and they are really filling. And then just a couple of yogurts. I've been liking this brand. I just got a couple different flavors, and I like to put a little bit of the Purely Elizabeth granola on top. That's a really good breakfast combination as well. Alice has been requesting Fruit Loops. Toucan Sam is what she keeps saying, and she has a lisp. It's very adorable, so we appeased her, and we now have these Fruit Loops for a while. We like to keep a fun cereal around, especially on mornings where maybe they're not so motivated to get ready. We can remind them there's the garbage cereal to eat. How exciting. Just a couple dairy items. We needed a little bit of sour cream for some of our dinners, and heavy whipping cream as well. And then I'm still gonna get these as long as I can. The pumpkin spice creamer. Oh, it's my favorite, I love it. And then lots of fresh produce, more cuties and apples, berries. My two youngers really love celery in their lunches, greens and onion. We go through tons of carrots. This is this is a grocery, like regular grocery store and Costco haul combined. We get these at Costco because we go through so much. The mini cucumbers, some cilantro and bananas. So a huge produce restock. And then this stuff is for our little treat station here. It's been really nice, especially like when the kids are working on homework after school or anything. It's a good motivator. They'll like do their homework and then they can choose a couple of things from that. It's been really fun. This might be here to stay for a while, even after all of the holidays. I got some restock for that with the white chocolate pretzels they've been really liking. And then these, I know they're not going to be around for much longer, so we grabbed 2 of those. It was a miracle we found them, honestly, because they've been hard to get. And then these dark chocolate guys. And then on a more nutritional note, I grabbed these to send in lunches or have for after school snacks as well. This was Costco. The majority of this stuff is the grocery store, but that was a Costco find. So it was a really good little haul here. The only other things that I got, which is not relevant, we're supposed to have a really cold winter this year, so I was on top of it. Just as your reminder, if you're like me, just get the snow pants now. Don't wait until the snow is in the forecast because you won't be able to get it, and then you're gonna go through just every pair of sweatpants in your house all the time because you can't get snow pants for your kids. So we got the snow pants, we got the warm coat, and the 32 heats will be very handy. I got some warmer clothes for my oldest. And then this was, unashamedly, this was a complete impulse buy. I found this at Costco. It was marked down and it's a family of Yetis. This is a Christmas decoration. This is your first Rhea Christmas inspo. I needed it. I am obsessed. I can't even. Okay, so that's the haul. Random, but that was important too. But here we go. Here's the haul. I gotta get it put away. Okay, the bathtub is clean and my bathroom, mostly. It was easier than I thought it was going to be, but it was still tedious and time consuming, and Harley agrees. That was a lot, wasn't it, Harley? It was a lot. So I'm gonna have this. We have mostly the kitchen left and then just kind of a refresh of downstairs. And then when I'm done, I wanna get a load of towels started, but I need to wash all of the Halloween towels. They've been out far longer than any towels should be. So we're going to get the crock pot started. We're gonna be doing some lentils in the crock pot to make like lentil tacos. I love lentils because they're a really good source of protein. And then kind of tackle the rest of the kitchen. I got a little bit of restock to do. We've got to clean the stove. I'm trying to think which order is gonna be best for that. So yeah, let me get my ingredients out. We'll get the crock pot going really fast and then continue to clean. I hope that your day is going well. What do you want? Do you want a carrot? Hold on. Look at her tail. Oh, she's so happy. Ow, jeez. I forgive you. Okay, this one comes together really quickly. My goal this week was to shop my pantry and freezers as much as I could. I have tons of lentils in the pantry. I love them because they do keep for a really long time. They're really hearty and they have lots of protein. They're just a really good staple in your diet. So we're gonna do brown lentil tacos, and I'm just using up what I have. It's supposed to be a vegetarian or vegan option, but I have beef broth. I don't have vegetable stock, so we're gonna use the beef broth. And hopefully it'll make it taste a little bit more like ground beef for my kids. We'll see. But it just uses some onion, some seasonings here, and then you just kind of make a sauce. I've got, I think, just enough salsa left, which is good too, because this needs to be used up. So my goal is to use things up. We're gonna finish her off too. So let's get this going. I just need to chop up my onion really quick, and then it's just a quick put everything into the crock pot. Okay, crock pot is going. What we're gonna do is get the dishwasher loaded really quick, wash up just a couple of dishes and wipe out the sink. I need to get the fruit soaking so I can get that put away, and then we'll start on the stove. I've got to vacuum all of the crumbs off first, and then I will spray it with the soap and we can restock just a couple of things while the soap is soaping, and then we will clean the stove off and the hood vent. She's dusty. Okay, let's load the dishwasher real fast.
Trees aren't green, the ocean is gray, sky is a vague blue, come my way. My room is a mess, it could use a hand. My favorite TV shows to capture in. I know I must get it right, must get back in the fight. This can't be a surprise, I think I'll let it slide. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems, I know I can't make it through. Every night it's the same, I keep running fast, left and right, wondering where my head's gone.
Well, it felt really good to just load the dishwasher, and it was already empty and ready to go. That felt amazing, but I do have another dish to wash. I'm swapping out my sponge. I didn't have any of my regular ones, but I had this sheep one just sitting in there. I didn't want to use it because it was so cute, but it was the only sponge in there, so that was its opportunity. And what good is that sponge doing just sitting in the cabinet just because I think it's cute? I'm gonna let it serve its purpose, and it's a pretty good sponge. Honestly, it's not as good as the ones I normally use, but it does the job and it's adorable. So we'll enjoy it while we can. Like I said, just need to get these few dishes washed. I need to get my fruit soaking. I quickly put most of the groceries away, but I didn't want to bother showing you all of that. We do have some restock stuff to do for the pantry though, which I will share with you. But I want to get the sink scrubbed out first, even though I'm going to soak everything in the bowl just because the sink was gross. So I was going to wash it. But I hope that you are doing well. It has been an interesting transition with all three of my kids in all-day school. I've kind of just been in the thick of being on all the time, that now I sort of feel like Rhea is coming up for air, not mom. And it is an interesting position to be in, like just being in the thick of it with the kids for so long. And now I have like time alone with my thoughts, which is sometimes kind of a scary situation to be in. So I am trying to just do things that bring me joy, figure out what I want to do, figure out who Rhea is. And it has been interesting. It's been hard and fun and eye-opening, and it hasn't even been that long yet. And really it's only for an additional 6 hours, but it's just an interesting position. And I know I'm not alone. Being a mom who is in the thick of it with all the littles, or being a mom who did all of that and is now an empty nester. Like there's so many different like points that we get to be in as parents. And it's just been an interesting thing that I've been thinking about as I am reaching a transition point.
I'm an overthinker, lost in my life. I'm always searching for answers, somewhere to find. That's a defeat moment. Every choice I make, caught in a cycle, can't catch a break.
Well, back to the cleaning, which is one of the things I do to de-stress. I am taking just a damp rag and getting as much of the grease as I can off of the stove, and then I'm going to spray it with the Dawn Power Wash and then scrub it in with a wet sponge just to get the soap everywhere so it can do its job, and we'll do some other stuff while it's soaking. But I found the longer that I let it sit, the less work I have to do, which is really nice. This product is really good. It's magic. I don't know how they do it, but it's magic. I'm also going to fill the sink. I pulled the bowl out and just set it on the counter. I'm going to fill the sink with hot water and some Dawn dish soap and let the grates and the caps sit in there and soak too, just so I don't have to do a lot of scrubbing for them either. And then while everything sits, we're going to restock the pantry.
Caught in a cycle, can't catch a break. Ooh, maybe one day and I'll pay attention. reason. Now, what if we could move on? Remember the good days. I wish that we could go back. I know I'm not perfect, but at least give me a try. I'm sorry for making you feel like you're not good enough, 'cause you're the best, you know. I'm sorry for making you feel like you're not good enough. Give me a chance, yeah baby, try, try, try. Just one more night, then make up your mind, mind, mind. Please don't say that it's goodbye, bye, bye. If you just believe it, I know we can make it. We used to be strong, love. Don't forget where you're coming from. A heart like
Forgot I wanted to share with you, I got this hook on Amazon. It has a little sticky here, and then these are little magnets, and it's meant to stick just stuff here under your cabinet, like that. And it's for, I'm gonna use it for bananas. But I thought this was good. We used to have like a wood banana like hanger thing that I would get out and then put away and forget where I put it. But this is really nice because I can attach it here, and then when I'm not using the hook, it just magnetically stays up. I don't know the right vocabulary for that, but I was really excited about this, and I hope that this sticky lasts. So I'm gonna stick this up. I think probably I'm gonna need enough clearance for both sides. What do we wanna do? I think here is probably the most realistic. Yeah. Or I guess it doesn't matter if I only swing it up this way. Yeah, if I only swing it this way, we can put it here. Okay, I'm gonna stick this up.
for making you feel like you're not good enough. Give me a chance, yeah baby, try, try, try. Just one more night, then make up your mind. Please don't say
Cool.
that it's goodbye.
Moment of truth.
If you just believe it, I know we can make it. Try, try, try. Try, try, try. Try, try, try. If you just believe it, I know we can make
So naturally,
it.
the restocking took longer. Delusional. So you can't see it anymore, but I'm assuming that it is very satisfying and very dirty. But I do have a wet sponge. I'm gonna scrub everything again. It should have loosened up a lot of the grease. But first, I'm gonna spray up on the vent so that that can sit while I scrub this. So this is gonna sit just a little bit longer. But things are loosening up, which is good.
Hide and seek till I found you. Oh, I found you.
Well, I'm using the same method or order of operations for the hood as I did for the stove. The only thing I didn't do was pull out the filters because I honestly had enough going on, and we can do the filters a different day. It's not going to be the end of the world, and they looked fine. I didn't see a lot of grease built up in there, although I didn't pull them out either. So it could be bad on the inside, but on the outside, it seems fine. So I didn't bother. But just like with the toilets, if you need motivation to clean your filters over your hood vent, clean your filters. Do it. You can do it. You're amazing. And now we're going to finish cleaning the stove. I've got just the wet sponge. I'm scrubbing it in again, and then I'll use a damp rag and a dry rag, get all the soap off, rinse it, and then just polish it all with a dry rag. This can be tedious, but it seems to last the longest, get it the cleanest, and I honestly have tried a lot of different ways to clean these types of stoves, and this one just seems to be the most efficient way to do it. And I'm planning on running a load of towels anyways, so I've been swapping out my towels a lot, but I have a bunch of white ones, and I'm just gonna put them all in the wash anyways.
Say that you won't hide away. Yeah, yeah,
We are almost done with the stove. I just need these guys to dry. We need to finish up the hood, and then I wanted to wipe off the counter just where I've been working because I was standing on the counters on either side. So we need to do that, but we're almost done with this one. We've deep cleaned 2 kind of big hitters in the house. The bathtub is always really tedious, and then the stove and hood as well is really tedious too. So it was really nice to knock those things off of the list and just have it done. And it'll be a while before I'm gonna really have to do it again. So nice to do it. I probably could have spread it out, but it feels really good to just get it all knocked out in one day and then we're done. Okay, so this whole area is wiped down. All I need to do is put the produce away in the fridge, and then we can vacuum up the kitchen, and then after that it's just tidying up the living room, and then we're gonna start our load of towels and be done. So let's, I'm gonna put the produce away real fast and we'll vacuum up the floors.
Holding in a bag full of goods and needs. I need a night like this. Knowing it's a risk cause you're using it. You got all your secrets. I can seem to move this thing. You're pulling me out and I'm right back in. The sideline where you wanted me. I'm by the byway waiting for your lead. I don't wanna fall in love like this.
Well, I'm hitting the mudroom, the bathroom, all those areas too. It's kind of like the bathroom. Since I'm here and I have the vacuum out, I might as well. There's a lot of comings and goings with the house, in and out, especially with the weather being good, but chilly, but good. The kids are in and out depending on what they want to wear. So there's just a lot happening on the floors. And then there's Miss Harley, bless her sweet little heart. She has no fear of the vacuum whatsoever, and she also doesn't want to be in the way. So I did attempt to kind of vacuum around her. I didn't think she needed to move, but she's very polite and thoughtful, and also very old, so it turned out kind of rough. Can I vacuum this? You don't have to move. It's fine. You're fine. You don't have to go. You got this, Harley. Good job! Bless her sweet little heart. She's trying. She's not a big complainer, and we know she's hurting. We give her medication. I've done shots for her joints, things like that, just to kind of help her function. And you've also, like, a lot of you have been really kind and made suggestions for her. And she's hanging in there, but she is struggling. And I know a lot of you too have had pets that have gone on or have experienced the hard part of dogs aging faster than you. And this has definitely been part of the transitions that we have been going through in our house. And it has been quite the adventure, but I was serious. We, in my last video talking about, we for a long time thought, you know, after Harley, we'll probably not have a pet, but we've been really seriously thinking about maybe getting something else. And we'll see what happens. Our sweet little kids just love having an animal in the house, and I've already made it clear I'm not going to do a hamster, but maybe we'll do something else. But Harley's still hanging in there. She's still our sweet dog, and we're doing what we can to keep her comfortable. I'm a little nervous about the cold weather here, but we just try to make it as easy for her as possible. And I do exercise regularly, so I can carry her up and down the stairs when it is necessary. So I'm going to keep vacuuming and change the subject to positive things. We're going to go in the living room and get things cleaned up. Okay, so last thing is just tidying up the living room really quickly. It's not bad. I just want to fix all the pillows and vacuum the rug and fix the bench. Somebody was having a rest there. It's a good spot for that. That's also where the Christmas tree is gonna go. Right there. Let's picture it. So yeah, let's It's weird with the mirror there. Let's do the living room, and then I just need to get a load of towels started, and I'll show you dinner too. I forgot to mention it. It is starting to smell really good. I'm excited for it, but let's do the living room really fast.
Still rough around the edges. I guess that some things never change. Yeah, I know that it's been ages, but it kinda feels the same. No matter how hard you try, you cannot push me out, so just listen. I've been thinking of you since you broke it and moved to LA. And no matter how hard I try, I cannot get you out of my system. I know we both have some things left to say. Can you stay a little longer? Can I make you change your mind? Yeah, I know that it's over, but can we stay here for a while until everything's alright again? That's cool with you, cool with you, cool with you. 'Cause that's cool with me, cool with me, cool with me. Is that cool with you, cool with you, cool with you? 'Cause that's cool with me, cool with me, cool with me. Maybe I am selfish, 'cause I want you to myself. Yeah, I know your friends are waiting, but we both know you wanna stay, just like nothing has changed. No matter how hard you try, you cannot push me out, so just listen. I've been thinking of you since you broke it and moved to LA. And no matter how hard I try, I cannot get you out of my system.
Well, my friends, this is our last thing on the list, and don't worry, I did not forget. We are also going to check in with dinner. So I'm gonna get these towels loaded in the washing machine, and let's check in with dinner. It turned out really good. I almost didn't, I was so hungry by dinner time, I almost forgot to get a clip for you, so I've already eaten part of my taco, but we just did corn tortillas. I've got a little bit of sour cream, cilantro, some onion, hot sauce, and the flavor was really, really good. And all of my kids ate it and mostly enjoyed it, which is a big win for us. So easy dinner, did not take long to cook, and really delicious. So let me know in the comments if you give it a try. But other than that, my friends, that is everything that I have for you. We did so much today, and if you are still with me here, thank you so much for hanging out. I am looking forward, like I said, to all of the holiday decor coming up, and that is going to be kind of my focus now here on out for a little bit. But mostly, I just want to let you know that I appreciate you. I hope that you are doing well. Take care of yourself. And if you're not already, consider subscribing, continue to hang out with me, and I will see you next time. Bye. It's me, Rhea Peterson. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a let's get lots of things done, but one thing at a time day, which is typically how things happen. But that is my mindset. It's been really gloomy here in Oregon. We've been hit by an atmospheric river, and there's just been a lot of rain and clouds. And I've talked about it before. All that gloom starts to hit my mood. And so I just need a day where I do the things that make me thrive, like having something to do, cleaning up the house, making the space nice and clean, but I also need it with the caveat that I can stop whenever I want to. And that is my mindset today. I've got just a little list. The biggest things I want to do, I want to take down Halloween. It's not Halloween yet. We still have a day before it's actually Halloween, but every year I typically take down the majority of everything around the house, move the fun stuff into the hallway where the trick-or-treaters will be, and then just have a blank slate everywhere because we're hardly home because we're doing all of the Halloween activities. We're gonna be gone trick-or-treating except for whoever's handing out candy, and I just need a clean slate because it's gonna be Christmas time. and I need to make space for Christmas. We're gonna get things cleaned up around the house. It's just really messy, really cluttered. The playroom's a mess. The kids' bathroom is, you know, a mess as usual. So I wanna just zip through these areas, get everything tidied up, reset so that going into the week and like the weekend and everything, that the house is under control, because I thrive when the house is under control, and that is my goal. That rhymed. And I might even make a treat. We'll see if I can think of anything delicious to make, because I also thrive when there's a treat. But thank you so much for being here. I hope that you are doing well, doing what you need to take care of yourself, whether it's get lots done today or if it's just to sit and hang out with me while I'm attempting to get things done. That's great too. If you're new here, I'm really glad that you found me, and I hope you stick around. I hope you're all doing well. If you're not already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because Christmas is coming and I'm very excited to share with you all of my holiday decor that I'm going to do. And plus, I would just love to continue to hang out with you as well. But I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm gonna start on this list. We're gonna hit the kitchen, get that tidied up, because that is where the most traffic is. And then we're just gonna go from there, see what we do. Maybe I'll think of a treat to make and we can get it baking while we clean up the rest. I think that's what we're gonna do. And I think it's gonna involve pumpkin. Should we make pumpkin cookies? Let's make pumpkin cookies. That sounds good. Let's do it. I went the wrong way. I always go this way. Okay, so we're gonna start in the kitchen. Like I said, I wanna get all of the clean dishes in the dishwasher, get things wiped down, and I'm gonna have the oven preheat while I do that, because I'm serious. I think pumpkin cookies are just what I need as a treat after, and it sounds really, really good. I love making pumpkin cookies. I've made them on the channel 1,000 times, but they warm my heart, and I love them. So I'm gonna make them, because do things that bring you joy. So we're gonna get everything in here cleaned up. I need to mop the floors all over, so I want to do that. I also need to clean out my Prosenic, my wet dry vacuum. It's disgusting. So we need to take care of her as well. So let's start by just getting the dishwasher loaded. Let me know down in the comments what you are working on. What is your go-to treat? What is the thing that you're like, you know, it sounds good, I'm gonna make these? Because that is the pumpkin cookie for me this time of year. We're getting into Christmas, where there's like too many things that I love at Christmas time, but in the fall time, pumpkin cookie. And this might be one of the last batches I make before I get out my Christmas tree. Okay, let's load the dishwasher. Leave a comment, let me know how you're doing. So the air fryer, when it gets left in here, leaves these metal spots if I don't wash it immediately. So I'm gonna clean this. I'm gonna use the Scrub Daddy Power Paste and just clean up the sink, get that all fixed. The Power Paste works really fast on this kind of stuff.
What's the secret to this life? I struggle to do
Well, I opted to just scrub the whole sink with the Scrub Daddy Power Paste, not just focusing on the area where there was the rust mark. And then I'm going to take the Dawn Power Wash and like get everything properly cleaned off. I hadn't actually given this sink like a full scrub in a while, so I want to get that taken care of as well. It was definitely a busy day for me. I had a lot going on. I was over ambitious, so this does end up being more than one day for me, but I'll talk a little bit more about that later in the video. But just like I said, finding things to keep me busy and also making a clean environment really just helps my mood. And I always just really enjoy when the house is cleaned up. So I am leaning into that. And if I hit a rabbit hole where I start cleaning something and move on to something else, I'm kind of just letting that happen. It doesn't get too bad on this day, but definitely cleaning the sink a little bit more deeply was not on the list, but definitely worth taking the time to do. It just looks so much better. And those rust rings definitely start to wear on me over time. But like I said, I'm also taking down Halloween and just kind of wiping down areas as I go. It's a good opportunity to dust places that I haven't, like in this corner, I don't wipe back here very often. So it was just a really good opportunity to get that taken care of. Plus I did kind of maintenance my orchid a little bit. Don't give me a hard time. I'm a plant person, not necessarily by choice, and I'm just doing the best I can at this point.
Every time it gets dark, anyone's so alone. Dude, what's the secret to this life? I struggle.
Connor makes all of his oatmeal for the week in the Instant Pot, and then he just portions it out to cool in the morning, and I put it away. But this way he's just got a quick breakfast. So we do steel cut oats usually. I go through phases where I really like this, and right now I'm in a phase where I don't like this one. I prefer the little Kodiak cup oatmeals, but he is consistent. He doesn't get tired of this stuff, and he just puts some chia seeds on the top. I pop them in the fridge for him, and then he has a really easy breakfast every morning, which is very nice.
You got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know, dressing up as firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. You got me feeling uncomplicated.
Well, the fridge is only slightly disorganized, so we're gonna just table that. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. I'm gonna keep taking down Halloween decorations and getting everything wiped down here in the kitchen, making an effort to like get the backsplash where I can, and just places I don't normally pay attention to. I love this candle warmer, and this candle, Farmhouse Pumpkin and Spice from Bath & Body Works, I think it smells really good, but this candle warmer is really nice. You can set it on a timer, and that way you don't have your candle like melting the entire day, and it just does a good job because you can like dim it so it's not really strong, or if you need it a little brighter. Oh, that candle warmer is really fun. But I'm gonna keep getting decorations taken down, keep wiping things down. It is nice to just get the space kind of nice and empty before we prepare for all of the holiday cheer that I'm very excited about. I'm currently cleaning the backsplash in the area where the hot chocolate bar lives during the holiday season, and I'm already trying to think of fun things that I can put out. What kind of fun little extras do you like to put in your hot chocolate? I'm very curious. Leave a comment. I would love some ideas. I am getting really excited to set that up.
Of the world of our independence, laughing whenever we screw it up.
Time for a new Wilson.
Your personal expression, far over the line. Tell me we ain't something special. Wrap me around your solar system, make me do whatever that you want me to do. You got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know, dressing up as firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire.
Well, I just have one more area to handle. I'm not going to do anything on the island yet because I want to get the ingredients out for the pumpkin cookies, which is going to be just a quick, I'm going to toss those together, get those going. I can make them in my sleep at this point, but we are almost done getting everything wiped down here on the counters, and the kitchen is already just so much better.
Really, you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire.
Okay, here's our ingredients for our pumpkin cookies. I am going to link the recipe in the description box, But I'm gonna throw this together really quick off camera. The oven has been preheated for a while. I need to get going on that, but I'm gonna get these cookies in the oven, and then while they're baking, we are gonna clean up the living room.
I wanted to show you, I ended up using regular semi-sweet chocolate chips, and then I did mix in some white chocolate chips, and it was a really fun combination. I typically only do one or the other, but I didn't want to split my batch, and so I just threw them all in together. What a concept, but they turned out really good. I'm using the big scooper. I'm just going to make big ones. It will take less time, and it's more cookie in one cookie, and you can say, I'm just having one cookie, but it's twice as big as the ones I normally make. So it's like having like 4 of the smaller ones that I make. But I'm gonna get these baking, and then we're gonna move on to the living room.
Okay, so we're in the living room. I'm gonna get the decorations taken down, get the floors cleaned up and vacuumed. I'm gonna see if I can do it before this timer goes up. I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try to do it quick. It's not bad in here. I just dusted not too long ago, so I don't really need to do that. I'm just gonna take down the decorations, have a blank slate for a little bit before I get out all of the Christmas. So let's get this stuff taken down. Alice was the flower girl at my sister's wedding. Adorable, but I gotta clean these up a lot now.
As you can see there in the kitchen, I just have a plastic tote that I've been throwing all of the decorations in. They're not all going to fit in there properly, but we usually have a couple empty totes laying around, and I have to clean out the understairs closet before I can put everything away. Christmas is all the way in the back, so I'm just going to take a day sometime in the next week to get that all organized as I get Christmas out. But just having the empty tote, getting everything consolidated for now is really nice. It's not dissimilar to just like grabbing a laundry basket and putting all the clutter in the house in it before company comes over. But I don't have any company coming over. I just don't want to deal with organizing my Halloween decorations right now because I'm too excited for Christmas. But I'm almost done here in the living room. I'm just going to finish up getting the pillows put on here. We want to vacuum and just kind of keep going. I want to get the kitchen table cleared off as well, but we are almost done pulling down all the decorations I'm going to take down on this day. The house is looking so much nicer. I love it.
Didn't you call? Something in the air, always something in the air. Inexplicable. Can
leave the basket and pull the runner because it definitely needs to be cleaned. Oh. We're still gonna keep all the games out. This games basket is like the best thing. My kids love it. All right. No centerpieces aside from games for a little bit. I'm excited for the Christmas centerpiece though. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm excited for it. It's probably gonna involve the games. Okay, so I'm gonna get things tidied up in the playroom, get all the toys picked up and pull down the decorations and get things vacuumed. It's not terrible. It's not Legos for once. It's just like all the other toys, which is kind of a huge deal for me. But let's get things tidied up here in the playroom and we'll hit the kids' bathroom as well. This one should be fast. I was a little anxious coming up the stairs because I couldn't remember what the carnage was, but it's not bad. But it really needs to be vacuumed. And if I'm going to be taking down decorations, especially like this has glitter on it, so I'm going to want to vacuum. So let's get this taken care of.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. Do this every day.
Oh, this bin has been through it. It's gonna be time to switch things up soon. Oh.
Through the night. It's just us two, me and you.
We are definitely due for another toy purge in this house. It is definitely getting out of hand, especially with the holidays coming up. It will be a good time to kind of pare things down, make space for new things, and also let those nice, gently used things go on for someone else. I am still kind of debating on how much of my kids' involvement I want in that. I really want them to be able to have a say in what they pass on and just kind of be excited knowing that someone else is going to have a lot more fun with it. But I also recognize like they're kids and that is hard. So we try to have a gentle conversation about it, but it definitely makes getting rid of things a bit slower. So I am open to any ideas. I, as a kid, would just come home and my stuff would be gone, which I did not totally love. So I'm trying to just kind of find a balance in that where my kids get a say, but also we don't keep everything forever. So I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you have any ideas on that or how you handle that, or even if you're just like, yeah, I know how you feel. I love hearing from you. But the floor is cleared off. I am going to pull down these decorations. There were quite a few up here. I forgot how many things I put up here, but the kids really, really loved them. They were really, really fun. And I'm really excited. I go all out up here for the kids for Christmas as well. Can you tell them I'm excited for Christmas? Because I keep talking about it. I'm so excited.
Oh, where I'd rather be than with you. I can't believe you love me. I just feel so lucky. Still can't believe you love me. Oh,
when you're ballin'. Oh no, I don't even care to doubt. I'll see you in a while, 'cause this time I will choose you, yeah. Now choose. You know exactly how to look like this. Holding in a bag full of goods and needs. I need a night like this. Knowing it's a risk, 'cause you're using it. You got all your secrets. I can't seem to move this thing. You're pulling me out and I'm right back in. The sideline where you wanted me. I'm by the byway, waiting for your lead. I don't wanna fall in love like this, but I can't help to fall for you repeatedly. I don't wanna seem to shaky. Oh no, like I'm sudden but I'm steady. Oh no, and they tell me to move on, 'cause I deserve more, but still I wanna choose you, yeah. Now choose. You know exactly how to look like this. Holding in a bag full of goods and needs. I need a night.
Okay, so living room is clean, the table is wiped, we've taken down all of the decorations downstairs except for the hallway and the powder bathroom, which I think I'm just gonna leave the decorations there until after Halloween, because it's not technically Halloween yet. And we have done the upstairs playroom, and to be honest, it is late in the day for me. I've been pulled away a number of times by appointments and my kids needing me and homework and all the things that I am not quite finished with the stuff I wanted to get done on my list. I still have the kids' bathroom to do. I'm splitting it into 2 days. There's no shame in that. I wanted to get it done all today, but I also needed to prioritize other things. I did have an appointment for therapy today, just to kind of help me out mentally. There's no shame in therapy. If you have been hesitant, I highly recommend therapy. But that did cut in like right in the middle of my day. So I'm exhausted. I'm gonna take a break. This will be just moments for you, but I'm gonna pick this up tomorrow and finish up the stuff on my list. I'm very happy with what I have done already. I still really wanna get the bathroom upstairs cleaned and the laundry done. So we're gonna finish that tomorrow. But I'm gonna have a cookie before I start dinner, and we'll pick this up tomorrow.
I'm on the sideline where you wanted me. I'm by the byway, waiting for your lead. I don't wanna fall in love like this, but I can't help to fall for you repeatedly. I'm on the sideline where you wanted me. I'm by the byway, waiting for your lead. I don't wanna fall in love like this, but I can't help.
Okay, so next day we are going to clean up my kids' bathroom. It's really messy. There is toothpaste all over the place as per usual. It's kind of the standard here. So we're gonna tackle all of this toothpaste that we've got going on, get the tray cleaned out, swap out our towels, and just get everything tidied up in here. The bathtub is fine. I will need to clean the toilet, but we're not gonna spend a lot of time doing this. I'm gonna get all the surfaces wiped down, get the Halloween decorations pulled out, and then clean the floors. That is the goal for the bathroom. And I wanna just get it done. Oh, it's messy, but a lot of it is just wiping off of all of the surfaces. So let's start. I'm gonna spray the sinks with Thieves Cleaner, let that sit for a minute while we pull down all of the little jelly decals. A lot of them are torn. I don't think I'm gonna be able to save any of these this year. The kids were very excited and we're like pulling them off, and they tore a bunch of them. So I'm just gonna throw them away, which is kind of a bummer, but that's okay. But yeah, let me get my cleaning stuff. Let's get this stuff sprayed down and get going.
It was years ago, but how can I forget? We were 16 up all night. Love and heartbreak was our life. We got drunk and smoked your dad's cigarettes. in a big town, skyscrapers and neon lights. Ooh, I still think of you. Ooh, 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 I still dream of you. But if you hold me close, I won't let go again. We have time to grow. This wasn't a mistake, and we can grow old if you love me again.
I just want to say to those that might be worried, I do have more than one blue microfiber towel that I'm using to clean the bathroom. I typically like to grab different colors when I'm doing this, just so I can keep straight like what color I used on what, but also just to indicate to you that like I'm not using the same one the whole time. So don't worry, I just ended up grabbing more than one blue and the yellow ones were all dirty. So that's why it looks like I'm using the same rag, but I'm not. And I feel like I'm justifying this a lot. Don't worry, I switched out my rags, but I'm almost done wiping down all of the counter. We are going to move on to the toilet. It is dirty. And I'm gonna have to take like my pumice stone to the back of the bowl. It takes a lot of hits, quite literally. And I have not been on top of keeping the floor clean around the toilet, so we're gonna have to address that as well. But the counters are looking much better. The glass finally doesn't have a massive handprint on it. So we are making progress. And I know I said before I had the cookie that I wanted to get the laundry done. I have been kind of working on laundry on this excursion of cleaning up the house, but I really meant the mudroom. That was the area that I wanted to get clean. But as I was talking, I could hear the washing machine going and it just made me think laundry. The laundry was not the primary goal. I was just kind of moving things around for the day, but I will get the laundry done, but that's not what this excursion is about.
I have boys, so I'm gonna let this sit. It's just the Thieves Cleaner. I'm gonna let this sit while I clean the rest of the toilet. And then I'm gonna get my little Rubbermaid scrubber to go around the rim. The camera doesn't do it justice. There's just some shades of orange that I find unsettling right now.
Please do not let me go. It was years ago, but how can I forget? We were 16 up all night. Love and heartbreak was our life. I was at the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing under the night sky, when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, bar with neon lights, talked about everything that was on our minds. Talking to you gave me butterflies.
Well, I tried to be as gentle as I could around the base of the toilet and get as much up as I could as well. And there definitely was an improvement. We're going to have to redo the seal on here probably. It takes a lot of hits, like no pun intended. It's just one of those areas that gets a lot of use. So it's gonna need to be fixed a bit, but that definitely helped with the Thieves Cleaner. I don't see as much of a tinge, which is nice. But I'm almost done here in the bathroom. I just need to get the floor cleaned. And then speaking of floors getting cleaned, I did forget the day before that I wanted to get the floors mopped, which is funny because I was so focused on it when I started. So I want to get that done as well. but I want to hit the mudroom first and then just mop everything because all of the floors are just pretty dirty, especially coming into the fall. Here in Oregon, we get so much rain, like I said, and just a lot of stuff is tracked in and out. So I need to get in the habit of staying on top of that and keeping the floors clean so it doesn't get tracked upstairs a bunch, because then I have to clean the carpets and it becomes this whole thing. But we're not going to go down a rabbit hole for that right now. We're just going to focus on finishing up the bathroom, and then we're going to go tidy up the mudroom.
I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh.
Okay, I want to get to a yoga class, so I'm gonna hurry up. I just want to tidy up the mudroom really quick and then mop the floors and then call it good. Gotten a lot done over the last 2 days. The house is nice and clean. I even, at the end of the day, and this morning when we got the kids ready for school, like we prioritized just keeping it tidy. So the kitchen is still clean aside from some odds and ends here, which we'll put away as well, but we're almost done. It's looking good. When things are tidy, I just feel so much more calm. And I know it's not realistic to have it tidy all the time. So taking this time is definitely beneficial. Still have a couple Halloween things up. We're gonna keep those up until Halloween passes, but then I will take them down immediately. But let's tidy up the mudroom just a little bit.
Love a little louder. Love a little louder.
Okay, so it's not too bad in here. I mostly want to make it so that I can also mop the floors in here and get things vacuumed. And I wanted to show you, Connor and I, over probably like 2 weeks ago, but on a weekend, we went to IKEA and we put this shelf up in here, which I think looks really nice. And the idea is for additional storage. So like winter stuff, like gloves and hats in the off season will go up there. We still have a bunch of masks left from like quarantine and everything that we've just held on to. That I just want to store up there because I haven't had a good place to store them. But we just got these baskets at IKEA and the shelf as well. Connor mounted it. I did not get any footage of that. We were just too excited to have the shelf in here. But it definitely makes the room just feel a little bit more put together. We've got more storage space as well. We do have like 8-foot ceilings, I think. So we have just this little extra dead space here. So the shelf is really great. I'm looking forward to using it.
I had a dream once, I kept it close. It seemed so important to have it all then. I used to believe that I needed to be someone to actually be someone. Everyone else seemed to get it right. But now I'm the cool kid, all weird, not chasing superficial things.
It is wild to be getting all of the winter coats out. Alice and I especially have a lot of coats. I do have a cold allergy. I get hives when I get too cold, so I'm often in layers, and heavy coats are a must for me. And I'm also the type of person, I don't like wearing just the same coat with every outfit. I need options. So I have a lot of coats and a lot of shoes, but that's a little bit about me, and I'm not ashamed of it. I really just enjoy having options and changing things up, and I'm very grateful that I'm able to do that. But I wanted to like pre-vacuum a little bit. I have one human in my house in particular that likes to dump the bark chips that are collected in their shoes after school. So there was a lot of bark chips in here, and I didn't want to use the wet dry vac and have it suck all of those up. So I grabbed the vacuum really quick. Also decided to vacuum the rug, and I did go around and vacuum all of the other rugs in the house. I just didn't take you with me for that. I'm so sorry. But if you need that motivation, go vacuum the other rugs. But now I have the wet dry vacuum. It wasn't as gross as I thought, which was nice. But once I'm done doing all of this, I do want to just get the pieces soaking in some soapy water, and then I will clean them later. I just want to make sure, especially like the roller, what is it called? The thing, the actual spongy roller thing. I can't think of the word of it right now. I could stop and look it up, or we could just keep chatting. But I do want that to soak because it's gross. It's a microfiber roller, and you know, those things can hold quite a bit. So I am gonna get all of the floors here taken care of once I finish putting the mudroom back together, and then we'll get the pieces for the percenic soaking in some soapy water and call it a day, but we are so close to being done.
Stand my ground, hold my breath, be at ease, and do what matters to me. That's why I am rich.
Oh, that's heavy.
Sometimes when I'm thinking about us, before we got lost and we parted, back to back we would carry on and we'd do anything for what we started. But this time we could break, I'm running dry, everything's the same. We'll try tonight, this time we're not safe and sound, not safe and sound. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. Sometimes when I'm reasoning about us, I know you got me, it's so effortless. Back to back we would carry on and do anything for what we started. But this time we could break, I'm running dry, everything's the same. We'll try tonight, this time we're not safe and
Well, my friends, I gave you the Cliff's Notes version of mopping up the floors. It was very satisfying to get all of the areas cleaned up, and honestly, when I came back from my yoga class, it was really, really nice to just be able to sit and not think about the stuff that might have needed to be done. I did ignore the laundry, but that's kind of par for the course for me, and I'm okay with that. I so hope that you are taking care of yourself. Self-care is so important, and I am cheering you on. I hope that you are doing well. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I don't know if you know, but I am very excited for the Christmas decor season. So if you're not already, make sure you're subscribed. I'm going to be sharing all of the fun things that I am putting up in my house and just kind of trying to spread that cheer of this season. But thanks again for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.
It's me, Rhea Peterson. Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are doing well. Today we are hitting some of the spots that my kids frequent. I sat down and was putting in all of like the breaks and everything in my calendar and realized we have a lot of them coming up. Of course, we've got here in the US, we have Thanksgiving break, Christmas or winter break, plus a lot of like off days because of school conferences and everything. And so I realized my kids are gonna be home a lot. And now that the weather is getting really rainy, we're supposed to have a really cold winter this year. We're gonna be spending a little bit more time indoors, and our like art and crafty cabinets and everything are disasters, or were. I'm doing this, I'm taking a break from working on it all to talk to you and say hello. It's just tons of stuff needing to be thrown away, recycled, donated, years of art supplies that have been collected, and they're just tired or gross or dried out. And it's just stuff that I've neglected because it's been in cabinets like over the refrigerator where I can't see in there very easily. And I put the stuff in there that I may not want my children to access easily, or at least when they were littler. So that is the plan. We're gonna tackle the like everyday cabinet that my kids, like all the crayons, markers, paper, that kind of stuff that they use on a nearly daily basis. And then we're gonna tackle the cabinet over the fridge. It is dangerous to open at this point, or it was. So it needs to be taken care of. So that is the premise of what I'm sharing with you. We are hitting the kids' areas. We're gonna clean out their art cabinets. We're gonna get their homework cart organized. I wanna get everything ready, replace things, just make it nicer, more easily accessible for the kids so that they can use it without necessarily it being put back into a mess, because I think that's the problem, is that it's just not in a way that they can easily handle it. And we have been simplifying in this house. So let's do it. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you are all here. I hope, beyond hope, that you are doing well. Take care of yourself. Do what you need to do to take care of yourself. If you're not already, consider subscribing, continue to hang out. I'm going to drink this delicious iced coffee, and I'm going to continue on with what I've been doing, but let's get started. We're gonna start with the cabinet above the refrigerator. It's a beast. Oh, I gotta put this stuff away. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna pull everything out of this cabinet, get it wiped down, pull out anything that I wanna throw away. We have a lot of really old art supplies, like old paint, old Play-Doh and stuff that really just has to go in the garbage. So I wanna just pull everything out and sort things into categories from this cabinet, get it wiped down, and then we will clean out the everyday cabinet. My plan is to continue with the little cabinet for everyday, and then we have one that's for backstock and then like household supplies, because this basket is actually like stuff that I use every day, command strips, and it's just getting lost in the mix. So let's pull everything out, get it sorted. It's gonna be so satisfying once we get past the really tedious part. Let's go fast. Glitter.
Well, this is a project that I had been putting off for what feels like years, just getting all of this stuff pulled out and thrown away. Like a lot of it just needed to be thrown away. A lot of really old art supplies and stuff that just I could not keep anymore. And it felt so good to be pulling all of this stuff out. It always amazes me how much just junk you can fit into like a cabinet or a drawer, and it is always so satisfying getting it all cleared out and cleaned up and reorganized. Just getting rid of all that stuff felt so good. We are going to get rid of so much stuff, lots of stuff to recycle, unfortunately a good amount of garbage, and we even end up with some donations, and it's so worth the time. It's one of those things where you have to just create a huge mess before you can get it all nice and organized, which I don't know about you, for me can sometimes feel like overwhelming, the mess in general before it gets all organized, but it is so worth pushing through and getting it all done. So I'm gonna keep just wiping down the cabinet, and then we are going to take a look at everything that we have pulled out from the cabinet and start the purge.
Okay, so here's everything I pulled out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a garbage bag.
Let's use this one.
and just get all the throwaways, set stuff aside that can go in recycling, and then anything that I'm keeping, I'm gonna put on the dining room table over there. Things like this, they're all colored on and broken. Unfortunately, I can't recycle them. It always just kills me to have to throw this kind of stuff away, but it's past its use. So if you need permission, just throw it away. It's gonna be okay. And some of these are okay, but I don't need all of them, so I will donate them. But I'm just gonna sort through everything, keeps on the table over there, and then garbage and recycling. I'm gonna try to do it quick and be ruthless. I need to just get in the mindset that it's been up there for multiple years, it's not being played with, it can go somewhere else. So that's what we're gonna do. I haven't used it, I don't need it. Let's do it. Box for donators. Donations, garbage, we need a bag for recycling. I live in Oregon where recycling, there's more options. I'm gonna grab my phone, I'm gonna check really quick. If there's a facility somewhere within an hour of my vicinity, I'm gonna do my best to recycle these. Some of you might think I'm crazy. Rhea, just throw it away. But if it's not possible, I'll throw it away. But if there's a possibility, we do have a bin in the garage where we keep like styrofoam, stuff like that. And once it's too much, then we will take it to the recycling facility a couple towns over. My husband works like kind of mid-distance from it and home. So he will like put it in his trunk, take it to work, and then take it then. So I'm gonna see if I can recycle these. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna set these aside. We're gonna put them in the bin, and there's a facility. It's over an hour away, but there's a mall out there that I really like, so we'll make it worth it.
I am hiding the green glitter because I only use it once a year. It is not used for art projects, and I honestly was surprised that nobody had noticed it just sitting there. So I'm just getting it nice and hidden, and we're moving on. My kids are so funny. Every year they come out to their leprechaun trap and they're like, oh, he left the glitter again, because they know mom would never leave glitter anywhere. Glitter is the bane of mom's existence. Bless their sweet little hearts. Also, this coloring book, you can have your opinions about farting, but it's hilarious. I'm just gonna keep going through this pile, tons of stuff to recycle, and just old notebooks that have tons of pages left. So I'm just ripping out the old schoolwork and setting these aside. We will store them. My kids love to use journals for different adventures and things, and the school always needs different things every year, so I can't necessarily send the gently used ones back. And oh, this Play-Doh, it was so dried.
I forgot why the plastic bags were with the paint things, and it's because I had made covers for them so that they didn't ruin their clothes. And I just keep noticing everything all around. There's armholes and head holes. Okay, so this is what we've got going on donation-wise. I'm gonna try to recycle these. These are old calendars that are all different alphabets. I'm gonna take them to Alice's preschool teacher, see if she wants any of the alphabet prints, and then I'll just recycle the rest of the calendar. We've got my bin organized, all of our recycling and garbage so far. And then I'm just sorting everything. We've got notebooks, bubbles, which I think I'm gonna put a little station out on the back patio with that stuff. And then all our different papers that I need to organize, some extra binders, which I'm thinking are gonna go in the office. I do keep some school supplies in there, and I utilize binders sometimes. So that, and I'll stop buying them every year if I know where they are. So these are gonna go in the office. Some folders. This I'm gonna incorporate into that. So this is a good start. We're gonna pause on this guy. And now we're gonna tear her apart. It's rough in there. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing in this cabinet. I honestly think that I've cleaned out these cabinets before on the channel. I don't think, no, we've never done the one over the fridge, but we've cleaned this one out before, and the box system worked well for a while. But I think I wanna simplify things a little bit more, make it easier for the kids to just be able to have everything out all at once. Plus we just don't need, we don't need all these crayons. We don't. So I'm just gonna do the same thing. We're gonna pull it all out, get it all sorted, garbage recycling. I'm gonna be able to donate a lot of these cases, get all the keeps sorted on the table, and then we will just get everything squared away. I'm frozen in overwhelm right now. Okay, we're gonna start. Let's empty a shelf. We're gonna do little goals at a time. Empty one shelf. Do the same thing, and again, I'm gonna be ruthless. I know that if my kids were home, everything would be important, but given the state of everything in there, I would argue on the contrary. So yeah, a lot of this is going in the recycling, so much of it. Let's do it. Just gonna make a big old recycle pile.
Thinking, I get why you left. Small-minded people sure know how to drink. I came to the party, I laughed at the jokes you made. I wish that I hadn't.
Well, it's a lot of the same stuff, just going through, pulling out all the recycle stuff, and I was trying really hard to find any blank pages that might have been in the mix. My kids mostly just color on computer paper. I like it because it's really easy to recycle, which is nice, but it's often they'll grab a stack and then a couple of blank ones will get stuck in there, and I hate to waste it. So I'm trying really hard to make sure that I find all of whatever is salvageable, any blank pages that I can find. And with the glue, we had a couple that were pretty dried out. The glue sticks, the same story. And then a lot of these pencils were just really like random, broken. Pens were out of ink. So again, I'm being ruthless, but it's worth it in the end. You don't have to keep every little thing. And that's been kind of my mindset. Don't waste it, but sometimes it's not serving its purpose anymore and it needs to move on. So that is the mindset that I got myself in, and we were able to get rid of so much.
Okay, I know that I still need to clean out that cabinet. Looking at all of the colored pencils and the crayons and markers we have, I know that most of the markers don't actually have any ink left in them. And so I think a lot of these things, I'm gonna gather up what can be salvaged of the old stuff, put those in baggies, see if I have any neighbors or anything that might want it. And we're gonna start from scratch. So my kids are probably gonna be frustrated that there's not like 3 of everything, because there's been that just over the years we've collected it, but most of the stuff doesn't even work. So we're gonna start from scratch with a lot of our supplies. I think it's to the point where we just have so much and it's all in like disarray that it just makes sense to start over, and that's okay. Sometimes you just have to get rid of it and start from scratch if you're able to, and I can, and I'm going to. It will help my sanity. I think it'll help my kids not be so frazzled trying to find something that works. And thankfully they're still in school, so they don't have a lot of time to do art, so I have time if it becomes a point of contention. But that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna get rid of it, start from scratch with a lot of the markers and crayons and everything, and then just get this all put away. I've got all my paper stuff sorted here. We have lots of coloring books, but we're getting there.
Kissed your lips. Oh, what a plot twist. 'Cause now you adore me, adore me. Go on now. Adore me, adore me. Oh, so oh, so
Okay, I want to show you the supplies we're using. I opted to do these acrylic paper holders. It came in a 2-pack. I got all this stuff on Amazon. That makes it easily accessible to get to the paper. Originally we were using these red bins and I had stuff stacked, and so they couldn't really see what was on the bottom. It just wasn't an ideal solution. So we're gonna have all the paper in these. I had a hard time finding supplies caddies, but I found a couple options. I like this one because it has the handle for easy access. So I'm thinking we'll do like the main players, markers, like the thick ones and the thin ones, and color pencils, and then maybe crayons on this side. The other option is to sort through the big crayon bag and colorize things a bit and try to keep some of the salvageable ones. I honestly don't know if that's something that we will be able to maintain very well. It's worth trying, I guess, but I don't know. I like this one too because it has the flat side. It's a hexagon, so it can sit flush like that in the cabinet. And then I got this one as well. It doesn't have the handle, but it would be good for like all of the scissors and glue sticks and stuff. So let's just start with the crayons and the markers. I don't have like any working markers at this point. And I did have some of these in the office. So they get to come out, and I did have colored pencils as well. And crayons. We switched schools for our 2 youngest. Very close to the beginning of the school year, and the new school that they went to didn't need supplies, so I have all of these that we can put in there and just get it all nice and fresh and new. Oh, I regret it!
Sometimes when I'm thinking about us, before we got lost and we parted, back to back we would carry on, and we'd do anything for what we started. But this time we could break. I'm running dry, everything's the same. We'll try tonight, but this time we're not safe and sound. Not safe and sound. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you?
Okay, so these are gonna go in that cabinet. I am just waiting for the holders for them to show up. They should show up today, so we can finish that later. These, I've got the stuff that we don't use that much. Like we don't use the paintbrushes very often at all. And then these ones we typically take traveling with us, like for long car rides, so I don't put them out for regular use. And then we just have a lot of random pencil sharpeners and stuff, which I'm gonna donate the majority of the pencil sharpeners and then just put the erasers in the homework cart over there. We have a bunch of blank notebooks. Going to store these away in the overfridge cupboard. The construction paper didn't fit in the paper tray down there, but we don't use construction paper all that often, so I'm gonna just store it. We do use it occasionally, especially when we're making like paper chains and stuff, but for the most part, the kids really just like plain white paper. It used to be readily available and they never used it. So I'm gonna store that away in the overhead. And then I just have some of the little random activities, the pipe cleaners and beads. We don't do these a ton, but sometimes if I'm helping with like dance activities or something with Alice, or we're just really struggling, we get these out. And she has her own beads and stuff on her homework cart shelf anyways. And then just some of the random stuff that we don't use all that often, but we're gonna hold on to. I have all these containers. I'm just gonna utilize them for storage above the fridge. So we're just gonna get all this stuff sorted and put away, and then we're done with organizing all of the art stuff. Oh, there was so much. It is so much better, so much more organized. I'm able to easily access things, and it's just not overfull with stuff that we're never going to use. And we are actually going to jump to the future. This is the next day. My acrylic magazine holders showed up. This is what we are going to put our coloring books in so that they're standing up, really easy to go through. I thought they looked nice, and everything is really cohesive in that cabinet. This was another Amazon find, but we're gonna get these in the cabinet, and I'm gonna show you how this one turned out. And the only thing we have left is hitting the kids' homework cart. It has been just such a game changer for us. It's been so convenient, so I wanna get that cleaned up and ready to go for the kids. I wanna keep it clean so that they're still motivated to use it. Okay, now we're tackling, we call this the homework cart during the school year, and then over the summer it is our like, keep our brains braining cart. This is only our first year implementing it, and clearly it still requires some troubleshooting. So I'm just gonna clear the carts off. There's some stuff in here that I can take out, and then just a couple things I can add. Alice doesn't really have homework, but her brothers do, and she wants to feel included. So she has a shelf, and as I was cleaning out the other cabinets, I pulled some of the stuff that I could just put in her cart. So we're just gonna tidy this up really quick. I have a couple supplies that I can add to it, but mostly it's just really messy, and I just want to get it under control.
It ain't over till it's over. Let's make it count and move things slower.
This one was a quick cleanup. I just pulled everything off of the shelves, or trays, I guess, and anything that hadn't been used like at all, I took out, and everything else I'm just putting back in to get it organized. Alice's tray was important to make sure that it was good, because she wants to be a part of whatever her brothers are doing, and that's hard when they're trying to work on homework and concentrate, and she doesn't totally get that. So making sure that she has lots of activities to keep her engaged. She's got her very own pencil box with her big crayons in there and her beads so that she's got something to do. And then this tray is just all of the homework help. So scrap paper, dry erase boards, references, things like that for them. And then the top shelf has supplies like pencils, pencil sharpeners, erasers. And then the blank spot is where the boys, usually Hugo, keeps whatever packet that they have that they're going to work on for a number of days. So it's just right there. They can see it and it's reminded that they need to work on it.
Things over, although my heart will be broken. Let's go.
But here is the cart all done. It is so much better, much more organized again. And I know I'm gonna have to do it again, but I'm glad that it's clean right now. Here is everything that we purged. We've got a big box of donations, tons of stuff to recycle, and a full garbage bag. But it blows my mind how much stuff we were able to clear out of these cabinets, get them very nicely organized. My kids were very pleased. Everything is accessible and it's easier for them to maintain so far. You're gonna have to be flexible, redo things. One system might not work forever, but this one is one that I'm hoping will last a bit longer. It turned out so good. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you're not already, consider subscribing. I am looking forward to more organization. I will see you next time. Bye.
Let's make
It's me, Rhea Peterson. Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are doing well. If you have been around for a while, you know of our sweet girl, Harley, our dog, and unfortunately we had to say goodbye to her a few days ago, and it has been devastating. We had her for 11 years. She was our first baby. We got her when I was pregnant with our oldest, Hugo, and she has just been my near constant companion over these last 11 years. And it feels wrong that she's not here anymore. But I know that so many of you sent her so many well wishes and said hello and sent her hugs. And I just so appreciate you and the love that you had for my sweet dog that you've never even met. But she was just such a bright spot for me and such a comfort, and I miss her desperately. But it was time to say goodbye. And as much as I miss her, I'm glad that she's not hurting anymore. And I know some of you have had to say goodbye to your pets, and this is my first time saying goodbye to one that has been mine, and it's rough. But I miss her, and I will miss the Harley cameos, but we are going to keep pieces of her in our home as reminders. We all loved her dearly, and we move forward. But with all the goodbyes and everything that we have been doing, things have just kind of gotten a little messy in the house. We went away for a few days as a family, and it was wonderful to spend that time together and to brighten up a little bit after that. But my house is now a mess now that we're home. So I am going to do what I like to do to feel calmer and more peaceful, and I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna start in the kitchen. I'm cleaning up the downstairs, getting everything back in order. I hope that you are doing well. I don't mean to start this video off on a down note. I am feeling better. I am happy that she's not in pain, and I am so grateful for all of the years that I got with her. And I'm never ever going to take those for granted. But we're gonna move forward. I'm gonna clean the house. Hope you stay, hang out with me. If you're not consider subscribing to the channel. Not every video starts like this, I promise. I am sending you all the positive and good vibes. Let's get started. We're gonna start by clearing off my disaster counters and do some dishes. Let's get started. Whew. You ready, Gary? Okay, this is one of those messes where it's just, where do I start? And I think I'm just gonna start with a thing that is bothering me the most, and that is Cal won this. We went to Great Wolf Lodge, which is exhausting, but he got this. He got all the gems out. It's just, I'm pretty sure it's just chalk, like a chalk thing. So I'm gonna start with cleaning this up. Just kind of cleaning off the whole island and then make my way over. I do need to descale my Keurig, so I figure I will just do that while I'm cleaning off the counters, and that way, like, because you have to run the water through a number of times. I have to do a vinegar cycle and then like a regular cycle to flush everything out. So actually, I'm gonna get started on the Keurig. Let's start descaling the Keurig. That would be the smart thing to do to get it started because it takes a little bit. Get that going and then we'll tackle this mess. Okay, I don't use the Keurig solution to descale it. I just use vinegar and water. It works fine. And it is one of the suggested things that you could do. So I'm doing that instead of buying their fancy solution. If you've done both, let me know if their fancy solution does better and then maybe I'll try it, but I've never tried it. Anyways, I'm gonna fill this halfway with vinegar. I'm gonna dump out this old water. Fill it halfway with vinegar, fill the rest with water, and then start the descale mode. It'll just cycle through all of the vinegar water, and then it just has you rinse this out, change the filter, and then run another just clean water through it to clean out all of this stuff. So I'm gonna do that. Fill this with vinegar. Let's see if I have more vinegar. I don't think this is enough. I think I have some upstairs with my cleaning stuff. This is garbage. Oh, yeah, that's not enough. Let's go see. This is all the vinegar I have. And I'm just gonna run the descale anyways, and then I'll put a reminder to descale it sooner and put vinegar on the grocery list. But I've already poured this in here. I might as well clean it out a little bit. Some might say, don't bother, just get more vinegar, but not me apparently. So with the Keurig, I'm just dumping out the water through each cycle. It does about 12 ounces at a time, or actually like more like 2 cups at a time. So I can dump that out as it goes. I'm not gonna show you all of that, but we are now tackling all of the clutter.
I thrive with order, and it's just been messy. It was kind of messy when we left, and then it got messier when we got back, and we have an open floor plan. So if I just tidy up the living room, I can see the kitchen. And like I said, I thrive on order. So we are just tackling all of the mess. We spend a long time in the kitchen. It took way longer than I thought it would. The clutter was just harder to get through, and I'm slow. Just getting through things and moving through things has been a little harder lately. I very, very much loved my dog, and it's been tough, but we're just going to get through all the doom piles, get it taken care of, get it knocked out. And while I'm doing this, I am also dumping out the water. She does artwork every single day in class and brings it home, and I love it, but I just can't keep it off. We held on to it for a while, and I'm gonna recycle all of this now. I honestly hope she doesn't notice. I mentioned the doom piles. I have lots of doom piles of things where I'm just not quite sure what to do with it, or it doesn't have like a good spot. And this tray here on the island has been a game changer. It's a great spot to kind of keep an organized chaos. And so I just have this tray here kind of on the corner of the island. It's a great place to put like my list, my phone, things that I need. It has been so nice to just have a designated spot that's a tray. I can move it and I can hide it if I need to. It is so helpful.
We've been a year, but you struggle to keep pace. Done everything right. My heart is a mess. Now you need to talk. Tell me no lie, 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 lie. Tell me no lies. Tell me no lie, 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 lie. Tell me no lies. Tell me no lie, lie, lie.
What is that? Oh, it's tape. Got it.
Let's talk about your ex. Tell me, are you really over her, or am I gonna be the very next? I can feel your heart race to her name. I can take a lie, but I can take the blame. Let's talk about your ex.
I don't know if I have enough stuff to refill those, but maybe we'll refill them later. We'll just leave this for now. Now to the rest of the counter. Oh, geez. Oh, it says add water now.
Tell me no lies, tell me no lie, 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 lie. Let's talk about your ex.
For the filters, you just have to put this in a bowl of water for 5 minutes. So I'm gonna let this keep running the flush, like the water flush through it, and let this sit while it does that. And then we're just gonna make our way back to the Keurig so we can clean the Keurig. It's really messy over there. You can't see it, but I can. It's very messy. So I'm gonna go get a bowl of water and let this sit.
Got nothing to say. You're in the right place. You got the power.
Well, as is common with me, I did forget to press record for the decluttering part of this video, and I am so sorry. My head's just kind of been a little foggy these days, especially just with not having Miss Harley around. It's definitely odd. You realize all of the times that they were there, or that they would show up, like when I cut an apple or when I'm sorting laundry, things like that, and she's just not there, which is odd and hard and sad, but it's okay. And we have Gary. He's fun. He likes to climb the curtains though. I haven't figured that one out, but oh well. I've sorted out all of the cups from Great Wolf. These are the reusable ones that you can use like forever, but I want to wash them and get them stored away. So that's going to take a small eternity, but the sooner I do it, the less likely my children are just going to try to use them as their everyday water bottles.
So the Keurig is almost done. I have a ton of dishes to deal with, and the dishwasher needs to be unloaded. So I'm gonna pause on the counters, work on the dishes, get that all squared away, and then we can just finish kind of wiping everything down, finish cleaning up the Keurig, and then I want to wipe down the hood. It's a little dusty and everything, so We'll do that last with the stainless steel, get that all wiped down, and then the kitchen for the most part will be done, and we can move on to the other parts of downstairs. Oh, there's dishes over there. Okay, I'm gonna gather the dishes first.
We had forgotten to run the dishwasher before we left, and when we got back, I walked through the door and I just thought there's an odd smell, and I could not figure out what it was until Connor discovered what we had forgotten. So we ran the dishwasher and everything's okay now, but I do also want to pull the filter and get that cleaned out. It was just a good reminder that I hadn't done that in a little bit, and so we're gonna pull the filter once we get this unloaded. I try to stay on top of cleaning out all of the filters and things, and the dishwasher, it's newer, so it doesn't get as bad as quickly, which is great. And I have noticed the stainless steel inside stays a lot cleaner than the plastic one did, and it's actually really, really quiet too. So I don't know what to do about the standing water. Some say that it's normal to have a little bit down there where the filter sits. Others, like other things on the internet, say that it's not. I had a plumber check once and it was a little ambiguous what the answer was. So if you know, let me know down in the comments. That would be very helpful. But so far, nothing has caught fire, and nobody's gotten any type of disease that I'm aware of from that small amount of water being in there. But if it's going to affect the longevity of my new bougie dishwasher, I would like to know, because if you've again been around a while, there was quite the saga with my previous dishwasher, which had a hole in the bottom of it and was leaky. So getting the new dishwasher was a big deal, and I want it to last for a while. So we are dumping out the water here. As you can see, I did show you one time, I am dumping out the water, and then I'm getting all of the water bottles from our trip in the dishwasher that I can. I'm not going to put the Great Wolf ones in there though, because I don't want them to get all warped. So we do have to hand wash those, which honestly, I really didn't want to do because it sounded tedious. But like I said, if I don't do it, the kids are going to start using them as their everyday water bottles, and we can't have that. So I'm going to get them washed. And then once they were dry, I just threw them in a Target bag and put them in the office, and Connor gets to finish finding a home for them along with the Great Wolf wands, which are really cool. But again, if the kids play with them, they're not going to work next time. And I don't have a money tree. I wish I did, but I don't. The last thing to clean here before I scrub out the sink are the canisters that are typically in the middle of the island that hold our treats. I, at the time, was not sure if I had enough treats, but don't worry, I will find them and we will get things refilled for sure. But I really like these canisters, and having the treats in the middle of the island has been really, really fun. I've mentioned it before, but it's been a good motivator for my kids when they get home from school to either do any chores that they couldn't get done in the morning or start their homework, because then they get to pick a couple of things from the treat jars in the middle. And my kids are very much reward motivated and food motivated. They're also very video game motivated, but I'm trying to not let them play video games all the time and using that as a way to get them to like make their bed. So I'm trying to keep a balance of, you know, if you do this, you can have this, and you should just do this because it's a good thing to do. So let me know if you have any secrets, but right now I'm just leaning into the balance. The dishes are done. The sink is clean. We're just going to keep wiping down the counters here before we tackle like the stove and the hood, but we are almost done with this part. Like I said, the kitchen took a while, and I did take a lot of breaks just to pause. I did have a kid home, so I was checking in with her and just trying to get things done as well. So we're knocking things out. You notice my little, Connor referred to it as my shrine. I just put things up there, and the kids had sharing shortly after she passed and wanted to take pieces of her to school. And so I had brought the picture that's normally down or up in our bedroom down for them. And it just hasn't made its way back upstairs yet. I haven't even managed to wash her bowl. We've moved a couple of things, like her water bowl and everything we did pick up because it was a tripping hazard. It got spilled a lot, but like her cushion up in the bedroom is still there, and it still smells like her. And Gary actually really likes to lay in it. So we're keeping things that were hers around, and I just can't part with that bowl yet or clean it out. But grief is odd. Some say she's just a dog, but she was my dog. She was my best friend. She was around all the time. I had a really bad postpartum anxiety after I had my first. I just did not know what I was doing, and I was really overwhelmed. And she was just always there comforting me, and she was just so happy and sweet, and she's always been that way. And it's just been a tough one to not have her around. She was just really special. I'd never really had an animal that was like I was that committed to and devoted to. So it's been a tough thing to let her go. And I don't mean to be depressing. It's just something I've been processing, and it's life, you know, part of being a human, especially as a stay-at-home mom. You don't get a lot of interaction with, you know, adult people or humans in general. And it was just nice to have a companion, even if she was just a dog. So it's odd to not have her around. And I think it's just going to be that way for a while, but I am very grateful for all of the memories that I have with her. Overflowed a little. Wilson's drowning.
You say you don't want to get in trouble, that you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't want to break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears aren't proof of failure. You just gotta let them flow without judge.
Well, I've got all the counters cleaned off. I want to just dust this. It's not bad. I haven't let it go as long as I normally do. So I just need to wipe it off, wipe the stove off a little bit, and then the kitchen's pretty much done. Need to address the kitchen nook, clean off the table. There's a game that's been left out that I'm just gonna put away. So we'll hit there. Then we will go wipe down the powder bathroom. That way we can clean all of the hard floors at once, hit the living room, and then I think call it a day. I've been moving slow. I've been washing a lot of cups. So let's clean the hood.
Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears aren't proof of failure. You just gotta let them flow without judge. There's many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be.
I love that little Bissell handheld vacuum for getting crumbs off of things like the stove or in the refrigerator. I use it to get under the couch, which I will do later in the video, but it's just such a handy little tool to have. Just that tiny little vacuum. I love it. I'll link it in the description box. And I will also link the cleaner that I'm using. It's the Mrs. Meyer's gingerbread scent. It is just so festive and fun, and I love it. And it even gets through grease, which is really nice, as you saw. I had to scrub a little bit harder to get that off of the stove, but I was glad to just be able to stick to one cleaner, get all the surfaces wiped down. This isn't a big, huge deep clean. This is just hit everything so that it's nice again. And I love a good surface spray for that, and the gingerbread one's just really good. I'll use that, or I'll use the Thieves Cleaner, which honestly I was surprised actually worked, but it does a really good job and I do really like it. But I'm just using one side of my microfiber cloth with the spray on it to do the stainless steel, and then I flip it over to polish on a dry side. We're gonna knock out all of the stainless steel and then move on finally. Like I said, the kitchen took a long time, and even if I hadn't taken breaks, it still would have just taken forever, I feel like, just because of all of the things that I needed to get through. And I'm not even showing you all of it because I forgot to push record on my camera, but we're almost done finally in the kitchen. Isn't that just how it goes? But mercifully, all the other areas that needed to be cleaned were not bad at all, and they actually were quick, which is very, very nice. I started at the worst spot, which was the kitchen, and we will finish in the easier areas. I like to do it that way so that I'm not burnt out before I get to the heavier job. But I know some people like to start in the easy areas and work their way up, but I am the type of person that definitely gets burnt out. So I have to start where it is the worst so that I don't just, stop before it's cleaned up. And I'm almost done here with the stainless steel, and then we're gonna move to clearing off the table and getting that all wiped down. It definitely has a lot of crumbs on it currently.
On the train, I'll catch a morning flight, enjoying dinner until midnight, or in bed by night. This or we can travel the world, so just say yes. Choose to do whatever comes next. So just be brave and come along. I wanna do it all. This or that. Getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night, or drinking red wine by an
Oh, the trees! Oh no!
This or that. This or that. Evenings on the train, I'll catch a morning flight.
I did just start the dishwasher and then forget that I didn't put the filter in it. So I paused it and I put the filter in it and then started it again and wiped down the stainless steel. I forgot to bring you with me. I'm very sorry. Don't forget to put the filter back.
This or that. Getting drunk on whiskey on a Tuesday night, or drinking red wine by an open fire, make love or fight. This or that. I know I messed up. Yeah, I know I did you wrong, but I learned my lesson. Now what if we could move on? Remember the good days. I wish that we could go back. I know I'm not perfect, but at least give me a try. I'm sorry for making you feel like you're not good enough, 'cause you're the best, I'm sorry for making you feel like you're not good enough. Give me a chance, yeah baby, try.
Okay, we are in the powder bath. I want to get the bathroom wiped down really fast before I clean all of the hard floors, and then we can finish up cleaning in the living room. And then I did find enough stuff to restock the treats in the kitchen. So that's what we will do. We will restock all of our jars, kind of revamp our hot chocolate bar a little bit. Connor is currently grocery shopping, so he's getting the actual hot chocolate. The irony is we are out of hot chocolate, but we have all the fixins or the mix-ins to go with it. So let's wipe down the bathroom. We're gonna wet dry vac all of the hard floors and hang out in the living room, clean up there for a little bit. The bathroom is not bad. I cleaned it before we left town and everything. But we are having company soon, so I might as well just knock it off the list now. And we also, Gary has a litter robot, and it's great. There's no smell. Like, these things are actually really cool, the litter robots. I highly recommend them if you can swing it. No smell or anything, but like we have the mat, but there's still like a little bit of litter on the side here, so I'm gonna need to clean that up anyways, so we might as well wipe down the bathroom too. So I'm very chatty, sorry. Let's clean it up.
Then make up your mind. Please don't say that it's goodbye, bye, bye. If you just believe it, I know we can make it. We used to be strong, love. Don't forget where you're coming from. A heart like that, don't give up that easily. I wanna see you be mad, yeah, get mad at me. I'm sorry for making you feel like you're not good enough, 'cause you're the best, you know. I'm sorry for making you feel like you're not good enough. Give me a chance.
As I mentioned, I did clean the bathroom before we left town, but I'm still going to use the sanitizing wipes to wipe down the toilet. I'm not going to clean in it because it didn't really need it, but I feel that it never hurts to sanitize a toilet on the outside of it. Like, you can never do that too many times, in my opinion.
I'm sorry for making you feel like you're not good enough. I'm sorry for making you feel like you're not good enough. Give me
Oh, sorry. Ah, jeez.
Well, I will give you the Cliff's Notes version of cleaning all the floors. Honestly, it took a while and it got boring for me, so I could only imagine how boring it would be for you to watch me just wet dry vacuum my entire downstairs. I love the wet dry vacuum. It's so handy and it's fun to use. I like cleaning, so I enjoy this for the most part, but even I started to get bored after a while of just all of the literal back and forth, and I had to stop and empty it once. It was just this whole thing. But jokes aside, I do really love the wet dry vacuum, and it does help save so much time because I don't have to like sweep or vacuum up all the crumbs before I can mop. And you can see Gary over by the Christmas tree. That is a basket for his toys, but he just sleeps in it. He'll sleep in it all day sometimes. He just sleeps in his toy basket. And if I can't find him, I typically know I should probably check the toy basket because that's where he sleeps. It's hilarious, but also like that was for his toys. We have a cat bed for him upstairs and he doesn't use it. He just uses his basket. I could probably get rid of the cat bed.
How can you make me feel this way?
We have made it to our last area to clean up. If you've spent this much time with me, I appreciate you. It means a lot. But we're knocking out the living room. Honestly, it's not terrible. It's just mostly all of Gary's stuff everywhere. The kids like to get like every toy out that he has to entice him. And we know you're supposed to rotate it like with human children so that they stay interested in what they have. But the kids get really, really excited about just every toy that he has. So it's often everywhere. And he really likes pom-pom balls. He thinks that they're so fun and he'll carry them around in his mouth and it's adorable. But I'm pretty sure there's like 20 of them under the couch right now and I can't get them all out. So anytime he finds one, it's a big deal. And he'll meow and carry it around and bat it around. And he's so proud that he found one. But I know that he has a billion of them because I bought a pom-pom shooter so that I could just sit on the couch and shoot pom-poms for him to play with. But all the pom-poms are missing and I can't use the shooter anymore because I can't find all of the pom-poms. And I have to take the couch apart to get them. But I'm going to save that for another time because I don't want to. I don't want to do that right now. Isn't he cute? Look at him. Oh, he's so cute. But we're almost done in the living room. I'm going to fix the pillows, vacuum up the floors, and then we'll refill our treats and be done. Very productive day. Got a lot done. Good to keep busy, especially, when you're down. I just like to have something to do and I enjoy cleaning and the order always just makes me feel better. So it has been very good to just get this all done and get it cleaned up. It's definitely helped my mood.
Little did I know she wanted you alone. I thought she was over you, but I guess I was wrong. I came to the party, I laughed at the jokes she made. I wish that I hadn't, 'cause now the joke's on me. I didn't come here just so I could watch you make a mess. I didn't come here to ugly cry in my favorite dress. She thought she could tear us apart when she kissed your lips. Oh, what a plot twist. 'Cause now you adore me, adore me. Go right now, adore me, adore me. Oh, so cruel. Oh, so cruel.
Forgot all the toys on here.
Adore me, adore me. Go right now, adore me, adore me, adore me. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be if I leave tonight?
I'm gonna turn the rest of the Christmas lights on and restock those jars and call it a day. Gary is getting very feisty. We're gonna have to play soon. Need to recharge his toy. I got him this thing and it has different settings and like feathers that poke out and this thing spins around and he loves it. His favorite part is the ball that spins around here, but this thing's fun. I'll link it if you have a cat or you just get bored and need something unique. It's really fun. Okay.
Now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be if I leave tonight? We could do this right, we'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light, till the morning light, till the morning light, till the morning light, yeah.
Well, we have our treats here. The mini marshmallows and the little candy canes are going over here by the hot chocolate bar. Alice did not let me hear the end of it when she realized that there were no marshmallows to go with the hot chocolate, and she was absolutely right. I can't believe that I forgot those. So we have the mini marshmallows and we finally found some candy canes, which is a big deal because I could not find them for a while. but our hot chocolate bar is restocked for the most part. I opted to not add any more of the mix-ins just because I didn't feel like it, and there was still some in there, and that is okay. But I'm gonna add the treats here in the middle and call it a day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I so appreciate it. I really do hope that you're doing well, and I appreciate the time and the kindness that you show me every time you watch a video. And if you are new here, I appreciate you, and I'm grateful that you continue to hang out. If you aren't already, hit that subscribe button. I promise you my videos will be far more upbeat as we move through missing our sweet Harley. But again, I hope you're doing well, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find